In this video, I want to introduce an entirely new way that Mastercam supports wireframe editing. New for Mastercam 2022 is top-level direct editing. This is the Mastercam design file for the Witch Doctor BattleBot that Mastercam sponsors. Many of the components for this robot are machined right here in our manufacturing lab. This includes the wheels, weapon hub, fire system, and a plethora of drivetrain components. For this segment, let us focus on this self-righting arm. If an opponent overturns Witch Doctor, this arm is how the BattleBot can flip itself over and get back into the action. Clicking on this second view sheet, the self-righting arm is isolated. Specifically, let's look at modifying these cutouts. These serve two purposes. They are aesthetic, but also remove some material to lighten the robot so weight can be distributed in other, more critical places. So what do I mean when I referred to top-level editing? Well, to launch this functionality, simply double-click on any of the wireframe entities. This launches some visual direct editing tools specific to the type of entity that has been selected. It allows for manipulation of the wireframe directly, similarly to how model prep works with solids in Mastercam. There are tools for changing the arc sweep, start, endpoints, and radius. This circle cutout needs to have a diameter of 30 millimeters, so I will click and drag the blue arrow to modify the radius. Alternatively, I can type in a radius value of 15 millimeters. Once satisfied with the result, press Escape, and you'll see that in the Solids Manager, the extruded cut that drives these cutouts is now dirty. Regenerating the solid updates the extrusion to reflect the change. Next, I want to add another lightning hole centered below this existing one. These new editing tools apply to more than just circles. Double-click this line, and this time set to copy. Take the endpoint and snap it to an auto cursor position at one of these cutouts. Move the other endpoint. Hitting Escape, this will give me a reference position to create a new circle. Now double-click on this circle again and select Copy. I'll select the center point of the new reference line. Hitting Escape once again, I can proceed to the Solids Manager to launch the extrusion and add this new circle as a chain. Regenerate the solid. Lastly, I wanted to point out that this direct editing also supports splines. I can double-click a spline, hover over an endpoint, and extend a spline as needed. I can even move and copy it. Navigating back to the first view sheet and looking at the entire assembly, notice the new updated self-righting arm design. I was able to make these modifications without launching a single wireframe function inside of Mastercam. In Mastercam 2022, all this simple wireframe editing can now be done right at the top level, saving mouse miles and increasing productivity. This is also incredibly useful for adjusting a toolpath that is driven by wireframe. Adjustments of tool axis control lines or containment boundaries can happen right in the graphics view. As you adjust to using Mastercam 2022, this is a function that will help to streamline your overall workflow for both CAD and CAM.